Hello and welcome to Around the Interwebs. This is our weekly show where we get creators to talk about all the news and craziness around what happens around the internet. I am your host Tandem Elite, and I am so excited for this first episode. This has been a brainchild of mine, and it really all started when I was sitting around talking with other content creators about just stupid stuff that was happening around the world, around the internet, just nonsense. I love those conversations so much, so I went ahead and turned it into a show. So if you like what you see here, make sure you hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and as always, tap the bell for notifications and show the love to our creators. We ask for creators to come on, give their opinions, give their information, and let's just go ahead and meet them. Our first creator that we have is YupNewHere. He has a podcast going on. He's still streaming. Yup, how you doing, buddy?
Hello, I am so excited to be here. Thanks for having me. It feels like deja vu.
And let me ask you, bud, where can we find you at, bud?
You can find me on YupNewHere Gaming on Facebook, Twitch, maybe Instagram, and you can find me on Knuckle Draggers Podcast on everywhere you listen to podcasts. It's not PG-13, so be careful.
Thank you, buddy. Next we have is Biggie B 4200. What is up, buddy?
Greetings and salutations. I'm Biggie B 4200. You can catch me on Twitch, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and the .com Biggie B 4200. And I'm good. Man, I just tried to sell myself right away, didn't I?
Thank you. And lastly, we have my beautiful wife, also streaming on Facebook, ViragoBrie. How you doing, baby?
I'm good. How are you guys doing today?
You're on Twitch too, right?
I am on Twitch. We don't stream there as often as Facebook, but I am available there, and I do dabble in the TikToks.
I actually want to see more of her TikToks. I really enjoy them. They've been getting progressively better, and she keeps waking me up at 1 o'clock in the morning with these stupid beautiful ideas.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you guys. I appreciate you. And if you or someone you know is a content creator, whether it's TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, any of them, let us know. There's going to be a link in the description below for you guys to let us know, and we want to have you on the show. So don't be afraid. Reach out. So, but now on to the show. Let's get it. And I want to start off with something that we've been hearing a lot about. It's more and more we are finding influencers having their voices being heard. A lot of times they're shedding lights on situation like the Free Britney situation that's going on now. And sometimes there are some creators that are taking advantage of that voice that they have. And at the end of the day, they end up taking advantage of their viewers. The one that really pops into mind is the Faze Kaye situation with the Save the Kids coin. This is a cryptocurrency where they intentionally bought a bunch of this coin with the intentions of selling it off when it got off to a certain point. And how they did that is by promoting it all throughout their Instagram, their Facebook, their YouTube, just explaining what the coin was and then going ahead and pushing it over and over and over again so that their viewers bought it. And when it got to a certain point, all of a sudden they unloaded everything, which brought the crypto coin down, and then ended up getting their viewers hurt because they ended up losing money in that deal and going from there. Now, there has been Faze Kaye, who has now been fired from Faze itself. You have other Faze members that have been suspended because of this situation. And there's actually some allegations that Faze Banks and the Faze organization were behind this. Now, let me just say this. Everybody is denying everything, but the evidence keeps adding up for Faze Kaye as being the guy that was kind of leading the charge on this. He does have a video that honestly you can watch it. It's the truth of Save the Kids coin, and he's in there crying to his viewers. I was the one that was screwed over too. But in his video, he doesn't really, and in his video itself, he doesn't really address. It comes off as him saying, "Oh, well, he was screwed over too," but it it doesn't actually address any of the allegations against him. He doesn't say that any of those are wrong and not true. So it's still, he's like, okay, I did screw you guys over, but I got screwed over too, so you can't be mad at me. It's kind of crazy, but yup. Let me ask you a question, man. I have to start with this. You put your blood, sweat, and tears into your productions that you do, your podcasts, and all of that. But how do you build that audience, that time, and then just to screw over that audience?
Two things with that. So I think it's a little bit more tight-knit community with the audience aspect of it, because as streamers and stuff, you're talking to individuals, right? So we're having a full-on conversation. Whereas if you're just on Twitter or Facebook, whatever it is, you're just
Or
talking
YouTube, yeah.
at people, right? So you're not really close with those people. So I think that's the fine line. But I'm also not necessarily mad at this side hustle, if you will. I feel like it's a pretty common practice among all stocks and cryptos, and it's kind of how it works. If you look at normal stocks, everyone with money buys in prior to it going live, or prior to the common folk being able to buy it. And then as soon as the commoners buy it, all those rich people sell what they had, because now the price went up, they sell what they had, and then it drops back down. So it's kind of like this baked in evolution of hosing over poor people. So I'm not necessarily mad at it.
Wait a second.
I'm mad at the aspect of the community, but I'm not mad at the aspect of they're just doing what gets done every day.
All right. Hold on. You have. I'm sorry, Greg. Go ahead.
No, the difference between what you're saying, what Faze did, and what stocks do, all right, the big difference is that the gentlemen on Wall Street aren't talking directly to the people buying the stocks, the common folk, saying, buy in. This is a product that we're pushing to help people, all right? They're not, the gentlemen on Wall Street, we all know they're sharks. We know their jobs. Their jobs are to make rich other people money. And if we can catch on to something, then we do, like we did with GameStop or whatever, you know? But what Faze decided to do was influence the way that their stock went, and then intentionally screw the people over that they were buying in.
Which would be
when
illegal.
you do that, when you influence,
it's
right.
not different though,
It
because
is illegal.
Wall Street sets value to stocks, and they say, hey, we say it should be at this dollar value, and then everybody else buys it up to that dollar value. That's the exact same thing. Or somebody writes a press release saying, this is why I like this one, this is what I hold. You're doing the same thing.
Well, and listen, I mean, at the end of the day, you're not. There's a difference between what is being done, and this is the difference of the legality side of it, and not, and it's more based off of Biggie's point than anything else. Is that they were misleading their people. It's
a question. Sorry,
you go for it.
Oh no, I was just gonna say it's a question about moral high ground. It's kind of, is it morally correct to intentionally mislead others just to bank? Yes, the concept of stocks and the concept of crypto is those who have the money are going to buy into it before the public can. That's just how that works. And then once the public gets the chance, the rich are going to get richer, and that's just the system. But in this case, they intentionally pumped it up so that they would make the money. And granted, it wasn't even that much money, by the way.
No.
Like Tom and I were talking about this the other day. It was only $40,000. I just want to throw that out there. But it's like, is it worth it? Huh? It was only $40,000. And so then you have to ask yourself, is it morally worth it to do what can be considered an evil thing and illegal, as Tom dropped in, thing that is
actually,
now
Brie,
taking money from other people.
Brie, I like what you're saying there, and
Mhm.
that's kind of what this comes down to, is the morality side of it. Now, the Faze situation itself is cut and dry illegal. Like it's people should be punished for this. It was flat out illegal.
Martha Stewart was punished for something very similar.
Mhm.
With stocks.
Look at Pelosi.
Yeah.
Well, look, I mean, I don't want to get
It
political.
was the
here,
best
but-
thing that ever happened to her. You know, speaking friends with Snoop Dogg, and her life has never been better.
But no, but listen, I mean, at the end of the day, not only is there an issue with like this is illegal over here with Faze, but it gets a little bit grayer. So Logan Paul has allegations about himself with Dink Doink coin. Now, the Logan Paul and his squad or crew or whatever the hell they call themselves, I don't watch them. But they went ahead and intentionally brought up this coin, Dink Doink. They came out all about this Dink Doink coin. When you actually look at the coin,
doesn't that sound shady?
it sounds shady, and I'll explain why in a second. But with the Dink Doink coin, it went ahead and they came on, this is a shit coin, and that's why I'm all in it. That was their line. They kept saying it over and over and over again. So they were telling people that this was a shit coin, and this is that morality issue that we were talking about. They never lied about the coin like Faze did. They always said the same thing. And because of that, it makes it a little bit different. The big problem where Logan Paul is really getting in some hot water is he was promoting this coin as a coin that he is going to be buying. Period. That's it. That he's just buying it. He's just going to be a holder and everything else. However, it's been coming out that he himself has actually been a part of creating it. Now, it's not clear if he actually did create it or if that he was working in coordination with the creators, because the creator of Dink Doink coin is officially his best friend. And so what ends up happening is, I mean, that's where the illegal side of this really comes in. But honestly, because crypto is not a security, it doesn't, because it has what's called utility, meaning you can spend money, you can use it. It actually skirts a lot of the laws. There's a lot of loopholes that they skirted with this. Now, it's not clear if there is any allegations that they can really nail to them, or if anything's going to actually come out legally. But whether it's legal or not, I don't care. I think, and this is going off of what Brie was saying before, is it right? I mean, it's not. It's partially illegal, but where do you guys land on that?
One word answer. One word answer only. Yeah. Is it right? Yes or no? Is it right?
To make money, yes.
No. Is intentionally doing what Mr. Paul is allegedly a part of. Is it right? Yes or no?
No. But
I understand. I understand making money is making money. And I understand, but this is another problem. All right. So now we got two issues here. One, anybody can create their own currency. That is an issue. All right. And two, people with influence can create false currency in order to screw over me and you.
Which is what Dink Doink was. Dink Doink itself tells you that they do nothing. It's a coin that is literally designed to do nothing.
Go
ahead.
If you follow an influencer to the depth of you're losing money, whose fault is that? Yours or theirs? You shouldn't be so intertwined to what somebody else is doing.
How many people watch the Kardashians, man?
That's their problem. That's America's problem. That's a human.
Well, no, but it's the design. It's the design behind what they
That's
were.
on you as an individual. But hang on. So going back to the, hey, this is what I'm buying, you guys should buy it too. If you're in stocks and you're behind on one, or you think there's one that you like, and this includes crypto, you tell everyone what you're holding, right? So that's all you're doing. You're still doing the same thing. Like you mentioned GameStop. So if you're in GameStop and you're like, buy GameStop, you're doing the exact same thing because you're just waiting for somebody else to buy it so you can dump it.
But it was weird because the thing with GameStop is everybody wanted to make money. For everybody. Everybody wanted everyone to make money. That was the idea.
But you're all
GameStop
telling
is
each
dying.
other to buy it because you want to make
To
money,
help
right?
Okay. Let me clear this up. Okay, so you're both right in this. You both have the correct side of this, and because if you are following an influencer to the ends of this, in fact, Graham Stephan made a very good video explaining how what Logan Paul did was technically legal and actually put onus on the on the on the viewers itself. I agree with it up until the point where Logan Paul, the one promoting it, has will benefit from this promotion and not telling about this promotion. It's the whole reason why hashtag ads started, right? You want to, if you are an owner, we want to know exactly what is going on. We want to know everything that you're going to benefit. So like, for example, when Logan Paul goes out there and says, this is a shit coin, this is what I'm buying, and going from there, that is not all that's happening. If you buy that coin, any type of transaction that happens on that coin, he's going to get paid on. That he didn't mention that part. He didn't mention the part where you are going to be making money, losing money. But no matter what happens, he's going to win if these allegations are true. Do you see the difference in that? There's a big difference in that. Greg, you're as blurry as blurry. There you go.
Because he's in space floating around.
I know, right?
So
Bad
that's
connection.
because
You went through like
contradict
an
myself.
asteroid field or something.
All right.
But
So that's the thing, though. Yup makes a point with at any point when you hear him advertising for something, to not think that he's making a profit off of it. That is stupid. It's ignorant. Think that he wouldn't be in it. However, him knowing that he's making outside influences to make this work a little bit more. Look, we can all agree. The guy's kind of POS. So everything he does is kind of a little bit shady. You know,
that's our whole society, though, is about making a dollar. That's the American way of life, is make a dollar.
No, it's
so
the
if you're
most
looking at if you're watching a commercial, you're looking at a magazine, you're watching Twitch, it's all about ads and it's all about making money. You as the individual have to decide how you are going to gain from it as well.
That's why we're doing what we're doing, right? We're not. I mean, I love entertaining people. I genuinely do. But if I'm sitting there broke as a homeless man trying to entertain people, I can't do it. I got kids to feed. You know, so I understand. Look, if you notice, Brie's been completely silent because she understood the entire time in this that Logan Paul, he's crap.
Dirtbag.
Right. So
Sorry,
so
I don't know the man. I don't know him personally, but the persona, I can't talk about it because the persona is just not appealing.
no,
now,
and
Brie's not the average American. You see?
Not appealing
She's
to
not the
you.
average American.
No, just like, okay, like Greg's saying, you know, like, yeah, we do this and we hang out, but like at the end of the day, why do I not stream as often as I would like to? Because I need to work and I need to go make money, and then I work hard for that money. So to have people just because they can go ahead and take advantage of that, it's, to me, it's disgusting and it's angering, and it goes back to the Faze clan thing, you know, like, it's morally wrong.
That's
Plain and
exactly
simple.
what a business
If you have
does,
morals,
well,
yeah.
all right, yeah, and you're there is more there. The argument then becomes, how do you put the morality in business and everything else? I mean, that's a huge thing, but kind of goes from where we are now. Where do we go from here? How do we make it aware that, because at the end of the day, what we don't want to do is we don't want to stop the influence that happens as streamers, because we want an audience. That's the whole point, not just streamers, but content creators. We want an audience. We want a following. We want what's called. But how do we start threading that moral needle and stopping the stupid shit? You know what I'm saying? Yup. Like, this shit is unacceptable. It's harmful to me and you as creators because it's hurting the audience itself. This action may affect Logan Paul in the upside for him short term. Long term, it hurts all of us. It hurts every single one of us, because that influence that he is taking advantage is our audience. Those are the people that we're talking to, we're trusting, that are trusting us. How do you do that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Where do you go from here? How do you thread that needle?
Pride in one's product. That's it. You gotta force people to be proud of the product that they have. Sorry, you might hear my daughter in the background. You know, when LeBron James signs up to make a new shoe, he's gonna make sure that the shoe's got quality, you know, into it, like you would hope, right? And that's the thing.
You would hope so.
Puts his name behind something, you'd hope that there's some sort of you know, quality to it. Now, even, and I'm gonna say it again, the Kardashians. When the Kardashians put their name on something, you're gonna hope that they have quality behind it. Otherwise, their influence to the world is useless.
Yeah, and you're right, man. You're right. I mean, Brie, what do you think? Where do we move from here?
I don't know. I think it comes down to, yeah, everybody wants to be successful and everybody wants to better themselves, but to what extent? I believe in living a life, and I don't know. This goes back to like my moral compass, and everybody's going to live their life the way that they want, and they're totally entitled to that. But like for me, I don't want to do anything that's going to hurt other people. I just want. I'm gonna get all like whatever. I don't know. It's just like a general like happiness thing, and like for me, it's just morally wrong. You're taking advantage. Like going back to building your audience and the difference between YouTube and streaming. When you're streaming, you're having a connection with these people, but not only that, they're taking time out of their day to spend time with you, a complete stranger. You know, and then you're gonna build something up to take away from that. I don't know. It's just. Yeah.
Final words there. Yup.
I definitely agree that the community is more tight knit, so that's the different factor. You're talking to somebody as an individual versus talking at everyone. But there's a whole list of influencers, TikTokers, that's their sole job is to influence these stocks, these cryptos. That's how they make money. It's the same as how a business makes money. But it's just more in light because we have the internet and everybody's at home because of Rona, right? I think that's the defining factor, though, is if you're hurting your community, then yes, that's a negative. If you're just speaking to people in general, then you're not necessarily different from everyone else.
I agree with that. And like I said, when it comes to it, there was the part that really is set me off is the part when you're omitting. A lie of omission is still a lie, and that to me is really part of where it comes from. But I do want to go ahead and switch gears here and get into our next segment, the state of play. We're going to get our influencers' opinions on games and subjects of today that are going on today. And today, our center of attention is Warzone. I know I have a lot to say about this subject, but let's get into exactly what this is. Since this game has started, it has been plagued with issues. From hackers, cheating, glitches. You have the Demigorgon glitch, the unlimited stim glitch, which I have a video on my Facebook page for that is most irritating of all, right? The dev error crashes, people being able to come into your lobbies on their own and then crashing you out. Like these are things that shouldn't even exist, but they do with Warzone. And then you have the whole hacker situation, that hackers are getting more prevalent, that hackers are coming to console, they said. Now, there's something with the Xbox S on the way it works, that that hackers can actually hack on console now. God damn. What the hell is going to happen? Where do we go from here? Biggie, I know you are a huge Warzone fan. You are a huge Warzone streamer. I need your opinions on this first, man.
All right. Well, first things first, right? Hackers are a huge problem. Why Activision isn't dealing with this? Nobody has any clue. We understand they're making money. They would still be making money if they could deal with the hackers. But you know what? Me as a player, I go into each and every game knowing there are hackers in those games. Knowing that I have to be better. Knowing that my game has to be better. And if I get a win, that means I beat a hacker somewhere along the line. Because each and every game has a hacker in it. Even if they're bad, reverse engineering happens, there are hackers. No matter what you think, there's a hacker in every game. It's a weird thing to say, but you have to come to grips with it. Moving on to dev errors, things happen in games. Look, I came from Fallout. I played Fallout 76 when it first came out, and there was no, other than Cyberpunk maybe, but there's been no game that's had more glitches and issues than Fallout 76 at release. It was the worst. I stuck through it, and they still haven't fixed it. And it's still a very popular game amongst that community. And that's the thing. Warzone is the largest of its version. Fortnite's big. Yeah, I get it. Minecraft is huge. Yeah, we get it. But Warzone is the first time where they gave us Battle Royale in Call of Duty style, and they were able to pull it off. Now, Battlefield...
Well, yeah, but hold on. Let me say this.
Isn't even trying.
Fortnite was bigger. Hold on. You just used the argument, well, Fortnite is bigger than Fortnite. That is correct. And Brie is our resident Fortnite expert here with all of the Fortnite that she plays. But Fortnite itself is what created the genre. And Fortnite itself, the Warzone players are players of Call of Duty, but also from Fortnite and from Apex and the other battle royales, and it's all in one spot. It's been toppled before. Fortnite's been toppled, right? Warzone can be toppled just as easily in the end. So it's not the same thing. The game...
It's only going to get toppled by itself, though. That's the thing. Yeah. Call of Duty has given us a product that is so unique and new that the only thing that people can do is try to find nitpicks. Now, these dev errors, these are major issues where people's games are crashing. They're kicking them completely out of the game. There are, the stim hack. Everything gets dealt with. We want everything dealt with over 24 hours. These people have to do their jobs. They have to have time to dig in and do what they're doing. Warzone is free. You know what I mean? Warzone's a free game. Modern Warfare is not free, and neither is Cold War. Those aren't free games. But the idea that they're offering you a completely free video game, and with 150 players per game, it's huge. It is huge what they're doing. They're going to have continuous issues because it's honestly the first of its genuine kind. Again, Battlefield's not trying it. You know what I mean? They're deciding to go a different route because it's hard. And if you can't do it,
and I honestly, I think people are getting fatigued with the Battle Royale game style as well. But I mean, Brie, you know this from Fortnite. Fortnite was on top when we were playing it, and then Warzone came in. It kind of took over in general. Would you believe it if I told you? Because I know you don't play Warzone. You've seen me.
Mm-hmm.
Would you believe it if I told you there is no anti-cheat at all for this game?
None.
Like for Apex and Fortnite, you have anti-cheats to prevent hackers. There's nothing to prevent them.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, I believe it. That's why I hate it. The couple of times I tried it, I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm not that good. So I'm good.
Why isn't there?
We don't know.
What's the barrier?
They won't answer. They don't answer the question. They avoid the question.
Oh.
It's the craziest
That's crazy.
So there's nothing.
No,
No.
there's no. It's not.
And yet
Like the
people are
thing is,
loyal
it's
to
not
this
like it
game.
doesn't exist, right?
I am.
Anti-cheats exist.
Well, I know.
Because I suck at the game, but now I'm just gonna blame it on this cheating thing.
That's it. That's
That
all.
there's
That's
no
not your fault, bro.
anti-cheat. Yeah,
You just got
Have
hacked.
you
I'm
never-
a pro. I just
Some of
can't hack.
these cheaters are content creators, though. And now this is where my issue is.
How do
that
they
they're
not get
promoting-
caught?
They do get caught.
They don't
just
get
make
caught.
accounts.
They don't. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't. They ban 500,000 accounts every like 90 days or something like that. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We're just making new accounts. There are content creators that are cheaters, and they genuinely show you their cheats. They don't give a shit. They don't. They do not care.
Sounds more like a human flaw.
It is a morality. It's. I feel like there's going to be a theme to this show
I really
today.
feel like
Now-
there's a theme today.
But here, because it's a free game, why cheat on the free game? Now I've discussed it with Apex players. Apex has cheating.
Oh yeah.
Apex has cheating,
Oh yes, it is.
and they have an anti-cheat, which means it doesn't matter. It doesn't freaking matter.
No,
if
no,
they
no, no, no,
want
no, no,
to
no,
hack
no,
it, they will.
no. The amount of cheaters. So like the way that they get around the anti-cheat itself is not. It will not stop everything. It's like a filter, right? It's not going to stop everything. There's always going to be somebody that's getting around the anti-cheat and here and there. It's like a virus protection software, right? It works, but it needs to be updated regularly because there's assholes that are going around the anti-cheat and figuring out those ways. But once they figure out what the problem is, it gets patched a few weeks later, they're down,
Well,
and
the
then
real-
somebody comes back again. That's really
The real
the
problem
difference.
is PC players. That's the real problem.
Real
is that
problem
Dang
console.
master race.
Look, listen, and I'm not against like the genuine people that play on PC. What I'm saying is, you pay people that are paying $4,500 for this elite gaming machine, this morality destroyer. You know what I mean? They're getting matched by me playing on my Xbox One, not even next gen. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm matching these suckers. I'm matching hackers. I got my wins. I got my kills. Nobody stops me when I don't want to be stopped. You know what I mean? Like, so, and that's the end of the story. Like, so what do they got to do? They got to resort, because I paid $400 for my, actually, I didn't even pay for mine, to be honest with you. It was gifted to me. So that's even better. You can't pay for the joy that I get out of win, because my wins come badass like. I don't have to do anything. And that's the thing. PC players are like, yo, we got an issue. And this is cross-play. Like, it's cross-play. You can play whatever it's available on, you can play it, and it's great. You know, that right there, they have to do something to get a leg up. And it's nothing against most PC players, but a lot of people that are living their lives on PC perhaps are a little bit lonelier. So they need those victories. I don't know.
Whoa.
I just...
Whoa.
I think Yup feels attacked.
I do want to
Everybody's
say
seen the
this.
South Park episode. Everybody has seen the South Park episode, and how how pop culture views gamers. Now, where did
No.
there's
I will say this.
assholes sitting around their
You have
PCs
some
that are
salty.
hacking.
Hold on. You have some you
He's
have
got
some
like some
you
anger
have some
coming up.
grape jelly on your face because you are jealous of those PC gamers. I'm not kidding you, man.
No,
I'll tell you
Don't
what.
be so poor. Make a crypto and then scam everyone.
Come over here. Come
And
over
advertise
here.
on your stream.
Come over here and stream off my computer. All right? Come over here and stream off my computer, and then you can go ahead and tell me what's called.
I will murk everybody. If I had a PC, I get it. I would murk everybody. It's faster. They're better. But why is it that people on PlayStation and Xbox they're not getting outplayed in the beginning? There had to be something. You know what I'm saying? And I don't mean everybody. Again, I view it like this. I know it's a weird thing to say. That's 150%, right? There's 150% of people that play Warzone. 25% of them are Xbox, 25% of them are PlayStation, 50% of them are PC, and 50% of them are cheaters. That's just, I know it's weird to say, but that's how I look at it, okay? Now, of course, there's going to be ways to hack the new consoles because they're trying to match what? A PC. That's what they're trying to match. They're trying to give console players the sustainability that PC players get. Now, what needs to happen is PC morality needs to be put in check. And a lot of the people that I don't know how to put it because I could never do it. I could never cheat that way. I don't know.
Well,
But they need to.
listen. You're gonna see it once. It won't matter PC morality. Not once the hacks are really in place with the consoles. 50% of console players will be hackers. I mean, it's inevitable.
Of course.
It's the idea of cheating is the human side of it. That doesn't matter whether you have a PC or not.
I will say
you wanna jump
cheating.
in here.
Cheating is fun to an extent. Like, remember the days you're putting in cheat codes and you got big old heads and unlimited ammo and all that stuff.
Those are mods.
But okay, going back to Warzone itself, I feel like Warzone's just like a cheap, let's just repaint the same thing and keep selling it over and over. And it's a fact that Warzone or Call of Duty in general isn't even trying. It's just they know some sucker, mainly me, is going to pay $60, $70 now to buy it and then hate it, but I'm still going to buy the next one at Christmas. And that's the whole, it's just a chain of throw it back out there, but minimal effort into maintaining it, throw in a tweak every so often, and then just make money off of it. And that's all it's focused on.
No,
so cheating aside.
No, you're
isn't that same way?
And by the way, the content that Warzone has, and I keep cutting you off, Greg, I apologize, but the content that Warzone has even been putting out there has been bland. Like, that's one of the biggest reasons why I play Apex over Warzone is because they're constantly changing the game. They're changing the weapons. They're changing... Warzone changes the weapons, but in reality, the same fucking weapon all the way around. But Apex changes the maps regularly. I mean,
come watch my stream. Okay, because over on my stream, it's not bland. Because if you're watching somebody play a video game to watch them play the video game, you're doing it all wrong. Okay, you're doing it all wrong.
Oh,
if you're watching,
I'm saying the content that Warzone is putting out there versus the other games that are there.
Watch my content. Because
not your content. I'm not attacking your content. I'm saying to you that it's the Warzone content that they're giving to the streamers.
Yeah, but the difference is that the streamer, a good streamer will have the ability to turn that bland content and try new things and unique things every single. Nobody.
You're on timeout. Bree,
wait. Okay. Wait.
Bree,
before that, hang on. Go back. Next episode we're gonna do a mini episode where we Mystery 3000 Theater or whatever it's called. Biggie's gameplay, his stream, 20 minutes of a video, and then we watch it as an audience.
Just commentate.
Look, and I don't mean to be a dick on here. It's just there's a difference between the content creator and the content of the video game.
Yeah,
and I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. I need you to take I need you to take Warzone's dongle out of your mouth. And because I'm just telling you, you're choking a little bit.
Because during the pandemic, everybody started streaming. Everybody, and Warzone was the game to play at the time. It all hit together. All right. So it's not Warzone that's actually bland. It's the fact that everybody's streaming it. It's the fact that everybody's playing it. Now that's kind of what blands it out. So it's gonna survival of the.
No, that's not right. Bree, back me up on this. Fortnite itself was on top, and you, Greg, you didn't play Fortnite, so you don't know, and I feel sorry for you on this, and maybe Fortnite is the reason why I'm so hateful on this game. And by the way, I don't play Fortnite anymore. I don't enjoy it, but the content that they put forth, the information that they put forth, Bree, please educate this man.
What, as far as Fortnite, like updating the games or
updating the game content-wise? I mean,
yeah, definitely. I mean, it's definitely slowed down tremendously in the past year and a half, definitely since we started chapter 2, it's been very, very slow. But like in chapter 1 in Fortnite, it was constant. You had an update like every other week. There were constantly map changes, weapons change. Weapons
Mid-season
still
map
change.
changes. Mid-season
Yeah,
map
like
changes.
mid-season, like you would have like whole entire like locations either be completely dismantled or completely changed. Like it would be a whole brand new location. But then even still in the game, I will say that they lulled for a long time where the weapon change wasn't good. But now they have kind of found a rhythm again where I don't know. I honestly kind of I kind of feel like Fortnite's on like a semi slow uptick, except at the beginning of the season. Like the beginning of the seasons, and it's not going to go anywhere. They're not going to be. I'm not saying that. Oh, Fortnite's back. No, it's slow. But with their weapon changes and their updates that they've been doing lately, I can understand why like comparing it to Warzone. If there's nothing going on, like I couldn't.
That's the content difference, Brie, and you're right.
Yeah.
I mean, the content difference is what I'm talking about. Like she was saying, map changes were mid-season. I mean, Fortnite took Warzone took an entire game.
When did you change
Modern
the map?
Warfare had to go through, and they went 2 seasons of Cold War before they changed the map to the same map with different colors.
Well, they just dropped some other stuff too. Some satellites just fell out of the sky.
But I mean, yeah, satellites fell out of the sky. Big whoop. Like, what else is changing?
But
You
the
gotta
thing
change
is,
up
the difference between what
demographic
Call of
the
Duty
game.
is doing and what Fortnite had to do is Call of Duty is still keeping their multiplayer alive. And that's the thing. The Call of Duty is still releasing new maps in
I mean, they definitely
Modern
deserve
Warfare
the
and
kudos, but
in Cold
It's
War.
2 companies though, right?
Yeah, it is 2 companies trying to
So
figure out a
then-
way to work together.
Yeah, but that just says that one company isn't doing anything. Well, I guess both companies aren't doing anything really,
Well,
but they're
not doing
just
anything for Warzone.
giving
They're
us
still
what
trying to
they
get
know
their
we're gonna
multiplayer
buy.
out.
All right. I gotta move past this though, guys, because we're
I'll
talking
fight
around
you.
in circles, and Greg can't take the dongle out of the mouth. I mean,
I just got some truths. It's because it's new. It's new.
Let's
I
get
know.
Bezos to
it's
pick
not
them up
that
in
new.
space.
No, my perspective is new because I didn't play any of those comic games. I didn't play any of them. They're all comic book games. I didn't play them. I wish I did, but they're Warzone is the closest thing to a battle royale. It's the closest thing to a battle royale real life that they've given us, and it's really cool. That's it.
I
Cool.
agree. I mean, it was fun. I just can't find the enjoyment out of it anymore. Honestly.
Did he
myself.
say the closest thing to real life battle? Because I've been to 2 war zones, 2 different countries, and it
Don't
didn't
go
look
there.
like that.
No.
Don't go there.
I didn't say
I
it was
agree with you.
close.
I
I
agree
didn't
with
say
you.
it was close. All right. I'm talking about they have an inch to what is real war that is a millennia of travel.
All right,
Okay.
we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on here, guys. So, I do want to finish up this show with some quick news around the internet. I don't want to spend a whole lot of time on everything. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna start our segment, Quick Takes. I'm gonna go ahead and explain the situation of a story, and I'm gonna ask each one of our creators for just a quick take on it, and then we're gonna move on to the next subject. Okay, guys? All right. So first up, Z-Laner is back in the news. He a few weeks ago he was in a Twitch Rivals tournament, which he was eligible for. Now, make sure you understand that now. He was eligible for it a couple weeks ago, and when he went on here, this happened. And when he went on there, he did this.
It's out of my head, but I'm still in control. It's out of my head, take away the power of my soul.
We cannot hear you.
Now, guys, that goes ahead and that couldn't have anything to do with it. Do you think that scene may or may not have upset Twitch to make him ineligible this time?
It's very petty though that they would get butthurt about that. Like I imagine they're
itself.
sitting in their board, yeah, Twitch just being in their boardroom, be like, "F that guy, he picked on us. Give me my ball. I'm going home."
That's Twitch in a nutshell. What do you think, Biggie?
I just want to get this straight. I can stream from my hot tub, claiming to be playing a video game, doing whatever the hell I want on my camera. Right? But if I say something that Twitch don't like, they don't let me play.
Welcome to America, my friend.
Welcome to Twitch.
That's just sounds like a double standard, and it sounds like maybe a morality check needs to
Oh
happen.
my god, I was thinking the same thing.
Hey, life
Bree,
isn't
Bree,
fair.
go ahead. Bree, go ahead. What were you
Oh no,
thinking?
I was literally I was on the same like brainwave as Biggie, like just thinking like, someone got a little butt hurt and then cut off somebody else's ability to play a game. Are we mad? You know, like I don't know. Just like going off of both of them. Just like, yeah, you got butt hurt and you retaliated. Is that good? Did that make you feel better?
I
You
mean,
know.
that's really what Twitch is. I mean, it's been and I don't want to get too much into it because this is the quick take, but Twitch itself is known for their petty nonsense, their inconsistencies.
Well, I
They
mean, look at
are-
what I'm sorry.
Go for it. What were you saying?
Oh no, I was gonna say, look at what they did to Ninja when he signed with Mixer a couple years ago. They
They stream porn.
They
They
stream
stream
porn on his
porn on his
page.
channel.
How petty can you get?
Like,
I'm sorry.
that's-
Can I
I'm sorry.
and-
That
I
was
have
too
some
high
video
pitched. I'm
proof
so
of that?
sorry. That was disgusting.
There was proof of that. Yeah, there was.
Mhm.
Send me some links.
Oh my God, Ninja even posted something like he himself commented on it. Like you know, like I worked really hard to create that page, and even though I'm not there anymore, there are still people who don't know because they don't, I guess, check the news. But you know, like he was like, there are people who were looking up my page, children looking up my page, and
boom.
that's what they found.
That's it. That's the point. They unknowingly had children viewing things. You know
That
it
are
happened. It
inappropriate.
happened once.
They knew it though. They knew what they were doing.
course.
And listen,
course.
I
Of
mean,
course
look,
they did.
I'm
They didn't care.
You guys are I this should not have been a quick take.
Does
This
the
should not
petty
have
make
been
it
Maybe
more
this
fun
should have
now?
been a
We gotta
topic.
dive into the bullshit and go right. So
Forever.
I wish I could talk more. I do gotta
I
move
think
on.
it makes it fun.
Being
What makes it fun?
showing porn to
The
kids.
pettiness. It's that schoolyard vibe.
Yeah,
Of,
but there's a line you can't cross.
yeah, the
Apparently
porn
there
to
isn't.
kids.
Dominic. I have to know. I have to know this. Are you purposely choosing the opposite side of every argument? Like every time you speak, I'm getting angry. Like I'm getting like, why are you talking?
I'm just saying, man. That's how life
Look,
works. You got
Yeah,
6 sides to a story.
He's being real. He's being real with a lot of
No,
the points.
no, you are.
The problem is that the more that humankind is experiencing what we call existence, we're realizing that his take used to be the way, and it may not be the right one.
Not anymore.
All right, so
Yeah.
let's move on past the quick takes here. This is gonna drive another. We're gonna have this is gonna continue. We have had our second billionaire launched into outer space. Now, I think that Jeff Bezos itself has
Itself. I'm sorry.
himself, yeah, has he's compensating for something. Can you guys tell what it is?
Yo, that's my dongle.
Hey, Jeff Bezos had it.
Look, I'm saying like that is such a comic rocket. You guys remember the Mike Myers Austin Powers scene where
There's a meme.
Gold.
oh my god, I swear to God that people were joking about that in the control tower. They had to have been.
You know what though? It goes back to whoever designed the thing. Like Bezos didn't design it. He said, "Hey, give me somebody to make this," right? And then those people made it. So it makes you wonder, did they
Was it
design it
intentional?
that way on purpose to like slide one in? Remember Disney movies hiding adult jokes like a weenie in the castle of Little Mermaid, sex in the clouds of Lion King, those kind of things.
SFX. It doesn't say sex. It says sound effects.
Sex.
It
Oh,
says
fuck you, man.
SFX.
No, it
I will
doesn't.
agree
No,
with
it
Biggie because I've looked that one up and
It
there
says
is no
SFX.
little line on the
I've
bottom.
watched
Well,
it so
okay.
many times, man.
Bree, Bree, let me ask you: is this the midlife crisis of the 21st century?
Oh God. For billionaires it is. For people who have so literally okay, so this is the question of what do people who have so much money that they don't know what the heck to do with it, what do? They build a giant penis rocket and go to space. Sorry, can I say that word?
Say that word.
A bleep rocket.
I could have said a different word.
It's a
But there's
But the thing
definitely
is,
a lot
she
of,
also said that it was a little penis rocket. Like
Look.
that's the other part. If you're gonna make it, you got to make it massive.
All right.
And
Here's
black.
something weird. I think Yep and I are gonna agree on something. Right here. It's his fucking money. Ooh. It's his money.
Oh.
It's his money. It's
You
his
know
money.
what? You're right.
It's his money.
You know what?
Okay, yes. Okay, we're gonna tie this back in for a second though. Moral high ground. How
There-
many
what-
people
what's
the-
are in
okay,
this
so
country?
what is the moral high ground? There is no moral
Okay,
high
You
ground.
should
well,
be
yeah,
spending that
because
much money
you
going
have
to space.
You have to ask yourself, am I obligated? And no, like you're not obligated to take care of anybody but yourself. But does it make you feel good knowing that there are people who can't survive and you're spending 200 how much money did he spend on that on the penis?
Don't know the answer to that question.
Greg?
His money.
It's his money.
You guys are being
Doesn't
2D
matter.
though.
What?
Hmm?
Okay, so you're focusing on the fact that he went to space, right? But what's the long-term goal of all these space companies? And obviously Elon started it. Go to Mars, put internet from satellites in space, go beyond
Nice.
Mars. Those are all big picture things that these people are obviously making money with by going to space for 10 minutes. The technology, though, is focused on saving friends within humanity and forward progression. We're just at the stage where it's new tech and they're like, F yeah, I'm gonna have some fun with it.
Yeah.
And
not
I
like
agree with that
geeky,
completely
man.
because there's more stuff in
It's like
general
Iron Man.
that they can take out of this. I mean, there's more like technology stuff that happens. I actually fully agree with you, Yup, when it comes to this.
All right.
Now,
So
moving on real quick to our
No.
next one because these are quick takes.
wait, I just want everybody to look it up, okay? There's a
Okay.
space hotel that's being designed by a bunch of these billionaires, okay? It looks a lot like something called the Ark in the show The 100. It is an exact design to the Ark in this TV show. It's not a joke, okay? They're really gonna do it. They're gonna do it. Okay, there's going to be a space hotel in the next 15, 20 years.
Yeah, but we won't be there, so it doesn't even matter.
Nope.
All right.
We're going to be here.
Well, then that raises the question of should I even care?
That's the whole point and why
Yeah.
we're moving on. Now, before we go ahead into this last quick take of ours, I do want to give you guys a spoiler award. spoiler alert, if you haven't finished watching Loki, you're gonna want to skip this one because we're gonna be talking about Loki. So that's it.
Wait, yep. Have you not finished watching Loki?
That's your fault.
I haven't even started.
Oh.
I mean, I don't care. But
It's a good thing, because. But you can always mute me.
Why?
Yeah, why? Yeah.
Like
why?
Loki itself just ended. The multiverse of the future movies and Spider-Man, like it's leading up to
Doctor
so
Strange.
many new things of the world. Why would you want to be muted for that, Biggie? Do you have
No,
nothing to
say-
say on that?
No, I'm saying Yup. Yup might want to mute me because I got tons to say.
I love to hear it. I want to hear it.
Well, I mean, where do you want to? The show is amazing. The only gripe the real gripe that people had was the incest scene, which, by the way, isn't incest at all because it's Loki.
No, it's
he's obviously
masturbation.
in love with himself, and in the comics, it's screwed up worse. Nevertheless, okay, the show was fantastic. I mean, from the way that they ranged Loki, and they showed us a little bit more depth and opened up the universe again, because how are they going to do it? After using Thanos to do what they did, and after showing the Avengers fight and how big the universe already is to them, how could they make it bigger? How could they ever do that? Kang the Conqueror. How is that not the best way to introduce the multiverse? To introduce Doctor Strange's next movie? Because it's madness.
You want to know something that's weird about that one though? Like about this finale, right? The difference with this finale than any other finale is there was only about a total of like 3 or 4 minutes of an actual fight scene. This was a real story building series, and there's going to be a second one of it. There was only at the final of it. What's that?
Yeah, you can't watch Loki expecting action. You don't get Tom Hiddleston for action, okay? You get Tom Hiddleston for acting. He's a professional thespian. That's not a joke. There's a reason we love him as Loki. That's not him as a person at all. He's literally not Loki in the least. He's a genuinely sweet man. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it just shows the range that he can go and convince the world that he is this character from a comic. He brought it to life in a way that we didn't expect. And we just watched Robert Downey Jr. take on Iron Man into perfection. So to have Marvel find another actor and a villain, but like the most interesting of all the villains they've introduced to the MCU, because he's not a villain, but yet he's always the villain. You know, it's cool, man. It's cool. And for him to be the bridge, who would have seen that really coming? He's the bridge that connects the story. Who would have used a Loki comic to connect stories between Avengers? You know what I mean?
Well,
like,
I mean, there is
it's
comics
genius.
that make this story, but Marvel has made it their own. Brie,
Yeah.
what do you think that? How do you think that Marvel is doing this with Disney Plus and with like just the format of building this new version of the MCU?
I think it's absolutely brilliant. Honestly, like I have, since WandaVision started, I was obsessed with that show, just because it was a different take, one, on a sitcom, because it started with that typical like 50s style sitcom, but just to see the generational gaps, it showed. I'm gonna TV geek out, and I have to say for a second, I love watching Greg like comic book geek out, but also like actor geek out is really fun. But to TV geek out for a second, it paid homage to the evolution of television to begin with. And I know that has nothing to do with Marvel in the question, but that I just had to put that out there first. So that was just really, really fun to see. And I didn't watch Falcon and the Winter Soldier yet. I am trying to catch up on it, but I'm loving these little, oh, I'm sorry, Greg. I'm loving these little connections between everything and seeing the other side of the comic books. And I didn't read the comic books, so I only have viewpoint from the movies. I've never been like a huge comic book fan in my life. Sorry, Greg.
No, it's such a perfect, like, you saying that it's the other side of the comics that we finally get to see.
Yeah.
Because you can't write a good comic that's a book. They could write a book, but the way that they show depth of the characters.
Oh, absolutely.
It's fantastic to see our generation get what they got back in the 30s and 40s and 50s when these things began. You know, really like just stories that we didn't think we could hear again. And now we're hearing them kind of the same. And it seems to be okay. It seems to be so perfectly done that we're not mad. Like, I can't say, other than maybe 1 or 2 movies, you know, like Iron Man, 3, yeah, you know what I mean? There's not many bad MCU movies. They've really done a good job. And then to bring it to TV and really do episodes and have these episodes be so wonderfully done.
But they feel like the movies. Like, it feels like you're watching a movie every single week, but it's also serving like a different purpose. Like, it's filling like a different void when you are really stuck in a story. It's filling a different void where you're watching a movie every single week. Absolutely. And it's not just like, oh, I have to wait 2 more years for the next Avengers, or like when it went from Infinity War to Endgame, it was 1 year.
Yep. Are you keeping up with the Disney and the Marvel and all that? What's going on with you, bud?
I don't know why, but I haven't watched Loki yet. I'll have to catch up on that one. But I have read all the notes and the memes and stuff, so I understand what's going on. It sounds cool. What I would like to see is a season, right, that goes the entire season, and then the finale lines up or is actually the following movie. So it would be that same character's movie. Like, it would be a Loki movie, right?
Well, essentially, that's what's happening.
No. Like, the movie would be the finale, is what I want. And then season 2 picks up right where the movie ends. So then you got a 3-parter over, 3 years, give or take?
That's a great idea.
I think that would be amazing. That's kind of what they're trying to do, but they don't exactly line up to where you have to watch the movie.
COVID also screwed up the mix of the way that they, because WandaVision was changed at the end. Like, the very first few episodes were really strong, and then they kind of had to, because they started filming that before COVID, and then COVID hit, and then they kind of
changed the story.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier had something similar. That's why
they did a great job covering for it. They did a great job.
They did. The first 3 I didn't get into it. The first 2 episodes were slow for me. Like, it was hard for me to get into it until the 3rd episode.
If you watch
but once that 3rd episode though, man, that was it. I was hooked. So I mean, I'm just gonna I'm just gonna take that there. This was, I think that they're doing fantastic. I think they're doing great. But I do want to thank you guys. Thank you guys for watching. If you like the content, hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, hit that bell for notifications. We are going to be doing this every single week. Once again, if you know a content creator if you know somebody that is a content creator and want to be on the show, let us know. Once again, there's going to be a link in the description for that below as well. I want to thank each of you guys again for coming out here. Give us one more time exactly who you are, what you're doing. YupNewHere, you're first, buddy.
I'm YupNewHere Gaming. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, and you can find me on the podcast, Knuckle Draggers Podcast, anywhere you listen to podcasts. Again, you're really going to enjoy that one.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Biggie.
I am Biggie B4200, and you can find me on the TikTok, on the Gram, on the Facebook, on the Twitch. And go check out my .com so that you can maybe go purchase a shirt and help me out. $20 t-shirts. Help me help.
Keep shilling your stuff. Thank you. Bree.
One-man band. Hi, I'm ViragoBrie. Thanks for hanging with us. You can find me on Twitch, Facebook, and I do dabble in the TikToks just a teeny tiny little bit. And yeah, let's go hang out.
Once again, guys, thank you so much for being a part of the show. I really do appreciate it. This was a ton of fun. Thank you again. And see you guys next week. Have a great day, guys.